All right, all right. Oh man, the shit is on fire today, and that's no bullshit, man. Uh, I mean, what else can be said, man? But I feel like there hasn't been the correct fucking angle or the correct way to combat what Lamar has been doing. What's going down, Whiskers? Or what Lamar has been again outed of. Um, And Lamar's strategy for being outed as a trick is to admit the tricking so that the tricking don't sting. Or what he does is if he admits the tricking uh, don't count. Or the simping or whatever the fuck. Like the whole thing he doesn't understand is and Fat Monkey, he can't quite get it right. Fat Monkey, don't talk this race shit. You let that big fat pig bitch from Australia, that big ass koala bear, call fucking RJP a nigger, and that was cool with you. You said that was kind of strange, like that wasn't enough. But again, no successful man with women would even let a bitch across the Atlantic or the Pacific even get the time of day, because you got too many other real life women to deal with to be dealing with some fucking some kiwi drinking bitch, you know. So shut the fuck up, Fat Monkey. And your whole angle on him talking about and this is the guy you guys like. Fat Monkey, you can't help yourself but sound jealous. You tried to recruit Miss L, big Steve Young looking ass, and that's again more jealousy, you know, more dick sucking. Like you can't help but look up to Lamar, and that's pathetic, because you're in a better position. Even though you too are a squatter, um, you're in a better position. You don't work either. You know, you're on some type of big disability, and by looking at your whole body, your makeup, and then seeing that diseased disaster dick you got, I know you get a check from the government. You were some type of science experiment, something. But the fact of the matter is, you always are trying to. Hey, why do you guys like him so much? You do that with everybody you got beef with, man, and that's jealousy. It's like you like, why won't you guys listen to me? Why don't you guys like me like him? And you couldn't even cook this bum correctly. You know what I'm saying? You play the race card. You shouldn't play it because you're a white dick sucker. You constantly saying how you ain't racist just to make white people comfortable, like because you're a coward. What else do? You just fucked up the whole thing, man. I'm like, God damn, for him to be your goddamn Lord and Savior, you have a love hate relationship with him. You damn sure pulled him out the frying pan. And that's why he didn't interrupt none of that Miss L bullshit you was doing, because it's clear jealousy. You want the bitch on your squad. And when she said you was ugly, now all of a sudden the bitch has got a crack pipe, man. Shut your fat dumb ass up. But anyway, man, just to show you how much of an L this was for this bum ass nigga. And like I said, pile them on. Pile the L's on. They won't stop. It's raining L's. He's swimming in L's. This L is so powerful that it gave Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual a victory. Do you understand? That old, crippled, toothless, snaggletooth faggot won. That's how heavy this L is. Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual and ain't been shit ever in his life. He has lived for 5.5 decades and hasn't amassed any wealth, does not have a family, does not have a wife. He has none of the basics that mankind has defined for success. None of them. He has done nothing. This motherfucker rides around in a 2002 Jaguar with no back seats, but wants to stun on niggas. Do you understand? Do you get it? This motherfucker's driving a Jaguar with the goddamn trunk is attached with a bungee cord to the bumper to close the motherfucker. The lock hatch don't work. And you let this old fag, skirt wearing bitch win because he dropped those tapes, and them tapes had a negative impact on your life. A negative impact on your life. It actually moved you. I ain't seen you live all day in a year. This shit has shook you to your core because your skirt was pulled up. There we go. That was Theodore Dudiak as a homosexual calling me. He called me way more than even necessary. Like, get off my dick, old bitch. But you let this old faggot actually intervene in your life. You ain't doing nothing but explaining. This bitch is hurt, and this bitch is hurt, and she's telling the truth. And that's what your faggot ass get. That's what your bitch ass get. How the fuck you let some musty, funky, wannabe thief ass bitch old man pull this motherfucking joker on the guy in the spades game? Big joker. Cause he dropped this tape and that domino fell in your goddamn life. That's real shit. Because yesterday, before today's tape, you had that old Jeff Hornacek looking bitch. You had her. Now today, you don't. And that's all by the work of some fucking jaundiced, decrepit, dirty ass old fag. That's how big this L is. Beasley can't, Theodore Dudiak is homosexual. He can't win shit. 5.5 decades ain't done nothing. So it ain't like he said, I don't want no woman, I'm gonna get my money, because he's broke. He lives in a studio. He's only doing better than you because you're an absolute bum, complete bum, failure, loser. He's only beating you. This motherfucker, it ain't like he's not rich, but he's got a family that loves him, children that love him. All this game he passed down. He has nothing. He has sired no one. When he dies, Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual, dies forever. And you let this fag, this bitch ass old pussy, fuck nigga supreme, destroy you? This motherfucker has snatched again, yet again, another pathway of fried chicken from you. How the fuck do you live with yourself? You live in your mama's basement. That car is no more. You have nothing. This bitch has unveiled your faggot ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because we all knew the truth. While you sitting here stunting, and here's this thing about Kiki. Kiki is a half a spit, thieving street bitch. And that's no doubt about that. But given that, this hoe knows the game because the bitch is street. In none of those tapes was it ever revealed where she was digging on you, ever. All the simping was one-sided. That's why it makes it simping. It's you sacrificing yourself for a woman. It wasn't mutual. The attraction wasn't a tennis match. You hit it, she hit it, none of that. It was one-sided. You want to eat a fat bitch pussy, which how can that even, I mean, you wanted to eat the bitch pussy, eat her asshole, fuck her raw. You asked that bitch to have your children, and that's another one of your dirty macking games you play. Hey, that's your way of getting a bitch to agree to raw sex. I want you to have my baby. For real. Nigga, she played you. All you got proof of is a conversation. But the attraction, you going to see her, the sexual fucking overtures made, the innuendos, all of that shit came from you. And she laughed it off and giggled. Kiki is the perfect bitch to commit a crime with, to go into any type of criminal activity, because she's not folding under pressure. That bitch is calling for her lawyer. And you got gamed by a New York bitch who was sitting there calling you some country fucking bum. And then you talk about the money she sent you. You won't give a specific number because if it's true, because you're such a liar, if it's true, it ain't shit. And you talk about the men she was scamming to pay you. Well, the man she was scamming was your Real Game Radio fucking benefactor, Kevin Leroy. So while you're sitting here laughing, oh, she was taking money from the motherfucker who's been raising you for a year, who has fathered you for over a year, I'm sorry. She took that money and gave you some crumbs. So the 20 she made a slid to you, Kevin slid her 120. So that's your problem. Admitting that you're a simp or admitting that you're attracted to a bitch you say is a drug addict, fat and ugly, is not does not destroy the simping. You're still a convicted simp. Do you understand? You don't understand. Kiki played you like a fiddle, and these hoes around here, they designated you as a fucking gump. That's why they record you. That Tina tape was a work of art. And to see how Kiki, half a spick criminal ass, sit there and just do a fucking capoeira, ballet, fucking dance around your dumb, love-struck faggot ass, dumb, broke, love-struck faggot ass. Man, that shit was amazing. All she did was give you some femininity, and that's it. Some giggles, some smiles, some sexy voice, and you just poured your fucking heart out. I said I was gonna come to the apple and bite that apple. And in Benton Harbor, that's considered clever. Oh, for real. That's not cool shit. That ain't you having a conversation with a woman that's equally attracted to you. That's you simping and lying. Because you ain't got no money to get there, broke ass nigga. You go out of your way to pretend. And when Miss L, I gotta figure out a name for the bitch. Because I keep trying to call her every white man with black hair. But anyway, Dan Aykroyd, after that bitch, when she said that you were sitting here depressed, another part of your game, because you play on bitches' emotions. Because bitches want to caretake and fix problems and all, oh, how can I help? Oh, you feeling depressed? Don't be depressed. Oh, don't be sad. So you can peel the bitch for some crumbs. That's what you consider real game. And that shit is whack. And you got your motherfucking house of cards knocked down by the black Mr. Burns or reverse Burns. Same crippled, feeble, lifeless body, minus the wealth. All of this blown down by a motherfucker who has no canines in his mouth. None of his fangs. He has none of that shit. His teeth are made out 100% oak. That's you just a bitch ass nigga, man. I mean, completely. Like, you don't know how to do nothing right. All of that shit is that small town bullshit. That shit don't fly nowhere else. And Kiki completely played you. And I'm telling you, just the way she was able to do that, Kiki ain't got no snitch on her motherfucking record. Kiki holds it tight. Kiki will do her fucking time. Kiki ain't tripping. Kiki has signed up for thug life and is living it. Nigga, she played your bitch ass. You think her sitting there saying, oh yeah, remember you saying that is a win? And you begged her to admit it. She knew you was on some fag shit and she played your faggot ass. It wasn't her talking about y'all fucking, it was you. Even Kiki, old razor under her tongue, fat, half a spick ass, even she knew you was a sucker. Nigga, I'd rather be known a lot of things, but one thing I don't ever want to be known as is a sucker. Nigga, that's a clean, non-expletive, but it just burns. Sucker. You a sucker. You value sucker shit. You sitting in that basement, freezing, playing video games with Vietnamese children all goddamn night, talking dirty to bitches you'll never meet. That is a fucking highlight for you. Jacking off on the phone. That's what your nights have come to. Michelle has ruined you. You went from one old regular old bitch to nothing, to negative, because you're jacking off to trolls. Miss L, a self-admitted fucking crack smoker. She told you that story in confidence, and you still jacked off on Skype. You like your bitches that taste like a rock or two. You a bum ass nigga, man. And these L's, they're just beautiful. Cause they're coming down slowly like fucking confetti. I can't even see the fucking arena floor. It's so many fucking L's. God damn, it's L's under my goddamn shoes. All of this. Your motherfucking bullshit world, because these are highlights in your life. Talking dirty to troll bitches. You have this on your itinerary every day. You call up bitches in between your fried snacks every goddamn day. You two dirty talk to troll bitches, some fried mystery, some goddamn kids meal. That's your goddamn life. You're lying to the bitch. The bitch caught you in a lie. Miss L is a drug addict. Miss L gets 160 fucking oxycodones and 140 Percocets that half of them she does, half of them she sells. But the bitch knew when she heard a lie. Oh, I thought, hey, what are you doing with the cup? No. How does the bitch? Oh, and here's the other thing. Jangalang, shout out to Jangalang. Jangalang, make sure you meet up with Miss L. You ain't got to fuck her, but any videotape with you actually physically meeting her, another L. And fuck around, you catch Miss L on the right night, and she's going off them Xannies. You might get you some pussy, and she'll make a video telling Lamar about it. Hey, Lamar, I saw Jangalang's Jangalang. And I think the bitch, people keep saying Ohio. I think, because I know Jangalang said he was in Indiana, which is a neighboring state. I'm from Detroit. I know the states that touch the glove. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. You can't get to fucking Indiana? That's what I'm talking about. You be talking this tough guy shit, you talk this super player shit, and at every turn, when the fucking curtain comes out, you the Wizard of Oz. Nigga, you ain't shit. All gas. And you honestly think hoes like you on it? You have to recruit one of your raggedy ass baby mamas on here. What's the one bitch that I forgot her name, but she was on here, one of his baby mamas. That Hope bitch is one of his baby mamas. And that is a shameful act. Like having a bum nigga seed should get you ostracized. Flat out. Like that's nothing to be proud of. Like that's a goddamn cardinal sin. Like you need to carry a scarlet letter. People need to know that you let this nigga come in you. You are a lousy bitch. Flat out. I don't give a fuck if you are professional in real life. You deep down are a lousy bitch and do not deserve happiness. You don't. This is a mistake you don't make. Lamar has never had nothing. When you met him, he had nothing. When you met the nigga, 2 pair of Jabot jeans, some polo boots that he's rocking to this day. So we talking about this is 96. And he was in his mama's house then. Or fresh off another bitch's house. And you let this motherfucker put his seed in you repeatedly? You a lousy bitch. You need to be quarantined. You hoes that had his babies, hoes that had Fat Monkey's babies, hoes that have any bum nigga babies, y'all need to be put on a boat and shipped off some goddamn where. You fucking up the goddamn gene pool. That's how low your life is. You got to sit here and talk dirty to bitches you already had, already a negative bitch. You don't look like shit, and you got invisible bitches playing the fuck out of you, because this is a contest of wits, and you lost. You lost, nigga. If the bitch was hitting you with any real change, you a show off nigga. You would have showed it. Kiki hit you with crumbs that your buddy gave her, that your paw gave her, and you sitting there acting like you shining, like this bitch is out here hitting licks and paying you. Nigga, please. All of this comes to light from some goddamn jalopy salesman. Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual and does not own a pair of pants that he has not pissed in. You got exposed by a motherfucker who has no control over his bowels. When he walks, you hear the diaper crunch. God damn. I mean, what the fuck else can be said, man? You call people ugly, and why do you even bother grading a female? Why do you bother giving your opinion on a woman's looks? Because looks with you do not matter. Flat out, you don't give a fuck what a bitch looks like. You will climb on top of her, even if she's the size of a small house. You will mount that big bitch, be suspended in midair, and get to fucking. So why call a bitch ugly? Because there is no pussy you've ever turned away from. Pussy has to tell you no before you tell no to pussy. So why call a bitch ugly? Because it don't matter. You'll fuck her. That shit is crazy. That shit is wild, man. And I really don't want to diss the white trash bitch, Miss L, aka Charlie Sheen, because the bitch really, the bitch hit you with the infinity gauntlet. It's you. You the one telling YouTube, I don't feel so good. You let a bitch ass, punk ass, gout having old faggot give this white trash junkie bitch the final infinity stone. And you know what that hoe did? She snapped her fingers and you turned to dust. This is fucked up. This is disturbing as a motherfucker. Like you really got real life issues because this is what you dedicate your time to. Even Miss L, that Dan Marino looking bitch, even she said, you talk to me more than you're cheering. God damn. You know what that means? When we cooking you, me, I'm the hero around here, the good guy. When I'm cooking you, she's listening and she's taking inventory. And all she did today was say that Allah's final prophet, Lord Drazen, his words are true. That's crazy. The bitch said she used to call her, asking her if she was faithful to you. You took this digital bullshit serious. And now look at you. Your stomach's hurting. You're feeling weak. You're turning into pixels. And you're blowing into the wind. And that's what your faggot ass get. See, because you can't really laugh and scream. And you can't rap about this, can you, bitch? This ain't nothing you can hang your head on, can you? You try to wiggle out of it. How is it simping if I told you first? What the fuck that got to do with it? Motherfucker, if somebody's in the interrogation room and they admit to the robbery, it ain't like they get to go home because they admitted to it. You get convicted, bitch. I used to like the fat bitch because looks ain't everything. Looks mean nothing to you. And you got your ass spun around by a professional. This bitch spins men for a living. She probably don't got a job. Her job is working hillbillies like you. You talk about she's scared to be. No, that crooked bitch is using Theodore Dudiak as a homosexual as her muse. Here, put this out. Put this out. You think she gives a fuck with some gummy mouth old balding chunks of ponytail in his pillow, having faggot ass, yellow bitch ass nigga got to say about her? Man, get the fuck out of here. She plays that sympathy card to get to put your emotions on the string. That hoe is running shit. That's what she does. She's a man-eating bitch. And just to watch her Miss Pac-Man, you two bitch-ass nigga. And you are more of a bitch-ass nigga because the chief bitch-ass nigga played you. What's up, chat? Let's take a look, man. Whatever, everybody, man. I said we cracked the hundo. My bad. My bad. I can't. I really don't want to do the roll call. I might if it gets slow. But yeah, man. Listen, you know, and Donna, it's hard for me to fully hate Donna. Now, don't get me wrong, Donna's an embarrassing old bitch. Don't get me wrong. I can't stomach her. Whatever show she's on, she's a motor mouth, loud mouth, just raggedy bitch. That shit gets someone. I hate seeing black women like that, especially a bitch that should know better. But Donna embodies everything terrible about black females. Everything. And the bitch, she pours it on her fucking ass. I mean, you remember on Half Baked when he took that jar of blunts and he just poured it on himself? Well, that's what that bitch does with black raggediness. But she hates Theodore Dudiak as a homosexual. So I can't fully get there where I need to be with Donna. Donna is a nuisance, a pest, a fucking weirdo. But she hates that old bitch, man. And I respect all those that really hate that old faggot. That's why I don't cook Suckling Ron. Because Suckling Ron genuinely dislikes that old liver spots having bitch ass man. I mean, Lamar, do you know your Friday, the final day of the week for you? Well, every day's Friday for a bum ass nigga, right? Your Friday came to a screeching halt by a motherfucker that wears short shorts and long socks, gets on a bus and takes field trips to the casino. Do you understand? Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual, has big ass blocker glasses and a Kango with a yellow ring around it. He's never washed it. It's got ponytail chunks in it too. You let this old fag fuck you up. Donna is as funny as a bowl of oatmeal. Donna ain't funny. Being vulgar and loud, it's more to comedy than that. And truth be told, that shtick gets old quick. I mean, you can't even get a word in edgewise with the bitch. And I ain't even I'm just listening to it. The bitch used to send me messages, paragraphs. I mean, straight up Homer's Iliads worth of fucking words into my goddamn fucking I don't know, whatever the fuck. Man, I couldn't read all that big dumbass wall of words. And this is just her typing it, and it's misspelled. I'm like, I'm not reading all this shit. This bitch spelling them D-M and them. I'm like, oh no, old bitch. I'm not. Here's a smiley face. Get on. And then to hear this bitch with her running. The bitch talks with no periods. Any show she's on, I'm instantly, motherfucker, I'm hitting the goddamn eject button. Get me the fuck out of here. Nick, hey, Chris, check your Gmail. Hey, which Gmail did you send it to? Nick A. Shout out to Nick A, man. I watched. Well, I didn't watch. I listened to your video when I was at work this morning. I meant to. I hit it. I hit it with the thumbs up though, but I meant to leave a fucking message. See more videos like that of motherfuckers having they thoughts about shit. You know, not everything's got to be fucked up. But yeah, man, motherfuckers wasn't even attacking this dumbass nigga right, man. I mean, sitting here, I mean, but like I said, I'm hearing Fat Monkey talk about this, who's a racist, who's not a racist, and you sitting here fucking with this big old wet white bitch. Just you shake her hands, her palms are wet, her feet are wet. She ain't wet in none of the good places. This bitch is wet behind the ears. She's just a fat, nasty bitch. And she clowning you on Facebook, and you got your bitch ass white dick sucking feelings, and your retaliation is I'm blocking you. I'm unfriending you. We're not friends. You a bitch, fat monkey. Prime opportunity to cook this motherfucker, and you wasted being jealous. Why do you guys listen to him? Listen to me. You a hoe, fat monkey. And that's why you get played too, bitch. You another motherfucker to be chasing digital skirts and can't fuck nothing. If you was really out there getting it, you wouldn't have time for no hoes across the fucking pond, you bitch ass nigga. Same for that bum ass nigga. This motherfucker lives in a fucking fishbowl and he can leave his house. And these are stories that he told Miss L's raggedy ass. Cause she asked him like, damn, babe, what are you doing today? And for a week straight, he said the same thing. I'm just sitting here making videos, Fortnite. I'm making my mama patty melts, all this shit. And she said, damn, why don't you go outside? You ain't got nobody. She's like, nah, these niggas will kill me around here. You live in a fishbowl. Everybody knows each other. It's a one high school town. And this motherfucker can't leave his house. That's why he chases seasoned criminals like fucking Kiki. And I'm not one to be dog and criminal. I'm just saying, the bitch is a goddamn G. And the way she skated around your faggot ass, that's a bitch that I want to rob a bank with. Flat out. Because Kiki's going down in a blaze of glory. You got to kill Kiki. She played your country dumbass. Played you. And that shit was a fucking Mona Lisa. Classic. And you sitting there coming at a bitch completely like a broad. I want to eat your pussy. You come. That's the card you play? You can sit your fat half a spick ass on my face? That's pimping? That's macking? That's game? You're a stupid motherfucker. And all of this, your whole world collapsed by a goddamn jitney, hoopty salesman. None of Theodore Dudiak is a homosexual. None of his suits fit. He don't even own a suit. He owns a t-shirt, and in the front of it is a shirt and tie. That's when he wheels his faggot ass to the auction in. And you let this hoe ass nigga implode your fucking life, because without Miss L and her various donations, and without Kiki to sit there and jack off to, you have nothing. Nothing but real gators and children from Taiwan that talk to on Fortnite. That's it. Shit, you said Kiki will sell your organs on the black market? Kiki is a active blood member in New York. That bitch had a fucking a 9mm with a red rag on the fucking grip. Kiki is for real out there. And she plays suckers in her spare time. You can't tell me Kiki ain't set a nigga up. Hey, baby, come get you some pussy. And had a nigga in the closet. Kiki's with it. And she played that motherfucker. There is no tape of her saying, ooh, this and that. And even if it was, bitches can get away with that shit. All she got to do is say, yeah, I said I was get, and I ain't do it, and I ain't mean it. And you're cooked. See, a bitch can't say, I said your dick, but I ain't like it. That's an L. That was a dick in your mouth, bitch. It's nothing like that on the planet. She fucking gamed you. That was game. And you played her gaming you as if it wasn't game. And like that's your victory. All it proved was that you talked to the bitch. And that was never up for discussion. What that old fag did, what that lonely, lifeless, loser old motherfucker, 5.5 decades, and you wound up on a computer chair that the leather is torn out of, because you've been doing this since AOL. The computer chair has got the cushion, all is yellow in the middle because it's worn. You sitting on a computer chair, lifeless legs, no pants. You let that motherfucker kick you all over the internet today. Theodore Dudiak as a homosexual can't win shit. He used to go to the carnival and not win shit. He can't win in this world. But today, that suspenders wearing homosexual got his first victory at your expense.